All right, this is big because this show is no. Hold on. This is big. Okay, this show is we turned 10. Yankees have never been in a World Series since this show has been on the air.
That's a shame.
Okay, no, I understand that. I understand how you're feeling right now, but the Yankees in the World Series here in Los Angeles, California, to start on Friday night, we had to bring this man in here, and I don't know how this, works into his maniacal paranoia when it comes to messing with the grand scheme of things. But Nick Turturro is here on the Rich Eisen Show.
Thank you. My pleasure.
I mean, because we've done this before.
Right.
We've done this before, hoping the end result in the American League would be what has happened.
Right. Finally.
We're not messing with the grand order of things by talking about it, right?
Not at all.
You don't think so?
No, not at all. This is not a jinx. This is a good thing. Yeah. This is a good thing. In fact, here's a little hat for you.
Oh!
This
is awesome.
A little token.
Look at you. What else you got? You got stuff?
Yeah,
you got stuff? You got a hat? What are you doing? You reaching in your pocket? There's a pocket
I
in
have no weapons, nothing like that.
Oh, you got
It's a cigar. It's a cigar. I mean, I thought
but I can't. What am I going to do with this?
You can smoke it later. Wait till we win the series.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, save that. Put that on ice.
It's a victory cigar.
That goes on ice until we close them out.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's a Gurkha, huh? 30th anniversary?
Yeah.
This is nice.
I go into the special hardware for that. You know what I mean? That's a vault.
Look at this.
That's just a fun hat. I don't know your head size, but
I appreciate Well, I mean, I'm
might
in TV.
work.
I'm in TV, so I got a bigger head than you think. 7.5.
So what?
I got makeup on.
Don't fold it like that. That's
What?
you wanna? That one's a flat one.
Oh, it's a flat one. Okay.
Looks good on you.
Thank you, sir.
Is it
this
fit?
is fitted. Yeah. Look at you.
What are you, 7.5?
Yeah, I hope so. That's what it is.
All right.
Back on the Rich Eisen Show radio network. I'm sitting at the Rich Eisen Show desk furnished by Granger with supplies and solutions for every industry. Granger has the right product for you. Call clickgranger.com or just stop by. I was so thrilled to get this man's, by the way, direct message on Instagram. This is how we're communicating with each other. He's like, hey, I want to come on if we make the World Series. We make the World Series? Look who's here. Nick Turturro, everybody. The New York Yankee fan extraordinaire.
There we go.
Now, you were in Cleveland, huh?
I was there. I went there for games 3, 4, and 5. 3 and 4. I went for 3 and 4. Came home on 5, and I watched it at home because I was burnt after 3 and 4.
Dude, those games were two of the most incredible, intense, competitive baseball games in the playoffs in any series I can remember. Those games 3 and 4.
Insane.
Wild. What was it like
Insane.
in that stadium,
It
man?
was really, really intense. I mean, it looked like the Yankees were going nowhere in that game 3.
Right.
And then all hell broke loose. Judge came through finally. He hits Clase, who's supposedly unhittable, now has become human. And then Stan goes back to back, and then we're going wild. And meanwhile, I feel bad because I'm shaking hands with all these Cleveland people. Then I'm like, sorry, guys, but I'm happy right now. You understand? I'm happy. And then it was 5-3. And you want to hear something weird?
Yes.
A Yankee fan, a chubby Yankee fan, was leaving before the last out. I go, where are you going? Because I'm going to beat the traffic. I go, don't leave.
Cleveland traffic?
Yeah, what traffic? What are you talking about? Don't leave. Then the guy hits basically a home run. What's his name?
Big
Lane
Christmas.
Thomas.
Big
And
Christmas.
then the guy from Major League shows up.
That's right.
I don't want to say the name, but right out of the freaking movie, I had a bad feeling.
It was.
And Rich, I had a great view.
Pedro Serrano, he looks just like him.
Insane. And that stance, I was scared to death. I knew it. He hit it. I was like, oh my God, we're going to lose this game.
Well, it was extra innings. You knew you were going to lose the game when you saw it was coming out of the pen after that.
Yeah, I knew that. I mean, Weaver was due. He threw a cookie cutter. He threw a batting practice pitch to the guy. Those change-ups, once in a while, when they hang like that, you're dead. And then the next night, he almost did it again. I had a bad view, and I'm like, oh no, I couldn't find the ball.
Oh, well, by the way, if you were watching at home.
Oh, the camera.
You would have thought, right?
Well, back in I'm going to say something that you'll get, Nick, and you'll get, Mike, is that back in the day when the Yankees were on WPIX Channel 11, okay, whenever a Yankee hit a deep shot, Rizzuto would go like, that's gone, right?
Right.
And it was never gone.
Never.
For like 80% of the time, Rizzuto would be like, that's holy cow. And they would widen out.
Right.
And they would widen out the shot. And you would think like, oh, God, that thing's going to land 50 feet beyond the fence. And it was a can of corn. That's how TBS shot that one.
Yeah.
I thought that was gone, as gone can get.
Yeah.
And then there's Verdugo in the corner.
Yeah.
Grabbing it. I'm like, how the hell did that happen? Yeah, I thought it was gone again in Game 4.
I did. He was on everything.
I know.
It was crazy.
But everybody's on it. That's the beautiful thing. The Guardians play some great baseball.
They did.
Everybody is on it. Quan, Ramirez, both nailers are on it. Jimenez is on it. That guy Rocchio was on it. I mean, they were like literally. There's no holes in that lineup.
I mean, they came to play.
They never strike out
and that
either.
guy Quan, that guy is deadly.
It's like I thought he was up every 3 batters.
It looked like constantly he was up.
Nonstop.
He was always
It's
up.
like
The
this
only
guy
that
again.
Didn't do nothing was Ramirez. Thank God, because we shut him down. We shut him down completely.
Well, it's because I don't think he faced Clay Holmes.
Wow.
I'm sorry to do
Poor
that.
Clay.
I know that, man. I shouldn't say things like that.
I know.
I should be more
said
professional.
enough about him.
You know.
I said enough about the poor guy.
Well,
listen,
in all caps. In
Well,
all caps, in the very most profane language on X.
It's just frustration. It's in the moment. I want the guy to, what you need to understand is I want him to succeed, not fail, but put him in a place where he can succeed. He's not built for the 9th inning. He's not made for it. He doesn't have the DNA for it. He could do good in the 7th and the 8th. I even screamed, I said, try somebody, try anything, try Weaver. And he turned out to save our season. Because without a closer, Rich, you're not winning anything.
Of course. The one guy who also did very well towards the end of the ALCS that I kind of thought that they would choose to be the closer to begin with is Kirk Cousins' cousin, Jake Cousins.
He was filthy.
I mean, that he throws the same damn pitch and it's not hittable like 9 times out of 10. And then he throws that fastball that kind of tails away from the lefty or cuts in on a righty. Yeah. And he's kind of unhittable like that.
He looks unhittable at times, and he's going to be a weapon that we're going to need. But, you can't have a bullpen every game. It gets exposed in a 7-game series. Yeah. The starting pitching is the key in this World Series for me.
Here's an interesting point. I've got Nick Turturro here in the Rich Eisen Show. We'll talk a little bit of ball here, and then we'll talk about the Dodgers and the World Series that's coming up. I don't know, did you guys also hear this? Because you probably didn't hear it because you were in the stadium in Cleveland. But Ron Darling, who's awesome. I thought the TBS guys and Brian Anderson and Jeff Francoeur and Ron Darling, I thought they were great.
Brian Anderson was very good.
Oh, God. They were a terrific listen. Terrific. But Darling said this because the Indians used, they had their big 4 relievers, and they kept on using them over and over and over again. Yeah. And Ron Darling pointed out how in this day and age of baseball, you don't want your starters to face the same lineup a 3rd time in a night, right? The whole analytics, you got to take them out. But the relievers, sure, let them face the same hitters 5 straight nights in a row. Mm-hmm. And it makes no sense, right? Like, you know what I'm saying?
They're going to figure them out. I don't care how good you are. You're going to get figured out. Even when they used to pitch Mariano multiple innings, sometimes in the 2nd inning, if you remember in the desert, in Arizona, he came in the 8th, and then they got him in the 9th. Yep. I heard him the other day. He's like, that play at second base, he's like, I make that anytime. I make that play. Then he goes, I had him at 3rd, and Brochus had a double play. He's still like butthurt about Brochus not throwing the ball over. It's funny how guys never forget.
Never forget.
Well, I mean, especially when they've got enough to remember about winning, too. They always remember the ones that got away. But you understand what I'm saying? Like, why? Like, it's no problem. Let's bring in the same reliever against the same guy for a 4th, 5th straight night. But, no. If the starter is facing the leadoff hitter and the 2nd place hitter for a 3rd straight time, I don't care if he's got 60, 70 pitches. He's out of the game.
Makes no sense.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
No, I don't like it either.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Sooner or later, they're going to catch those guys.
We're old school baseball guys. I guess
What?
They were old school baseball guys. It's just a new way of thinking about the game.
Yeah.
And then you got to watch the game with your eyes, my friend. Watch the game with your eyes. It'll tell you. Once a guy gives up a bomb, I heard Mike Francesa say this, get him out of there. He's so right. Once a guy gives up a home run, get him out. Like Clase gave up a bomb. What happened? The next guy hit a bomb.
Home run, right.
It happens. Yeah. Get that guy out. That's very smart thinking. Yeah. And Francesa, I go to him because, Mike's the GOAT. So,
You go to Francesa.
I listen to Mike.
Francesa loved it when the Mets had the hawk to a girl throw out the first pitch. He loved that.
Yeah.
Oh, you're too classy for that? Is that what you're trying to say?
What, me?
The Yankees.
No, Francesa would. Oh, yeah. The Yankees aren't doing that. No. Yankees aren't doing that. I don't know who's going to throw out the. Well, dude, let's be honest here, though. And I know there's a different ownership group. Yankees, Mets, Subway Series, they had the "Who Let the Dogs Out" guys sing "Who Let the Dogs Out" before a game.
That was the hottest song in the world.
Come on,
The Baja Man.
during a World Series.
Come on.
Get out of here.
Have a little more class than that.
Well, I mean,
you know what I mean?
Well, I mean,
it's the Mets.
don't you think Jeter's going to have to throw out a ball, right? He's there for Fox.
He's working.
So what? He'll be done off the set, and then he'll throw out a first pitch for what, like Game 3? Why wouldn't you have Jeter do it?
You should have all,
Like you bring
all of those guys
all the
do
big,
it.
the core four,
Bernie.
right? Bernie will do one, right?
Shohei.
Shohei's not going to throw out a first pitch.
I said Jorge.
Oh, Jorge. Oh, yeah, the big core four of Jorge, Pettit, Rivera, and Jeter. Maybe they do all that one night. Who else you get?
Reggie.
And maybe you bring
Reggie.
somebody from the 70s, Reggie or somebody.
No,
yeah.
Reggie's not part of the Yankee
he's
organization.
not, right?
He's with Houston now.
Oh, that's right.
I don't know if Reggie's. I
bring
don't
him
know if
back.
Reggie's going to do that.
Bring it back.
I don't know who else.
Still around from those.
I don't know.
Come on.
I don't know.
A-Rod.
I don't know. The Yankees and
Is
A-Rod.
Chris Chandler?
What do you
Get
mean? He's your last World Series winner. He was the hero of that.
Well,
know he
that's
was.
great. Then have CC Sabathia do it.
Wow, you guys hate A-Rod. No respect.
I don't hate
No,
him.
but
I don't
No,
hate him.
listen, I love A-Rod.
You gotta go back.
We don't win 2009 without him.
No.
We don't.
Oh, it's true.
Nope.
I
I
know.
agree.
And again, man, you got to give it up to Cashman, who I've been very critical of from this seat
Yeah.
over the years.
Well, he finally made the right move. He finally brought in the dude that has that intangible, that is a winner. He's a different breed, Rich. This guy is a savage.
You're talking about, I know
you
who you're
what I'm
talking
about.
Juan Soto.
Yeah, we're
wonderful.
talking about Juan Soto. That guy, he's not your typical player, man, and he's just got an edge. There's something about him that says, without him, the Yankees haven't been able to bust through and get over. And it was a crazy year. For 2 months, we were the best team in baseball. For 2 months, we looked like the worst team. But there's something about this team, and it's him. It's that guy.
there's no doubt it is.
He's the X factor. He's got an edge.
He's like
That's how we're going to
Tino.
beat the Dodgers. We're going to beat them because we have to have the edge.
He's Tino and Brocious and all combined.
He's
Dude,
beyond them.
he's beyond
He's
that.
beyond those
I mean,
guys.
It's a combined.
What he's done is take the pressure off of Judge. It's
Right.
not just Judge. You have to do it.
That's right.
And I was talking about this with Kay actually when he was here, or might have been off camera, or whatever. Like, I don't recall a better back-to-back in the Yankee lineup. The only thing that I can say it compared to, I think Kay even texted this to me, is remember when Winfield and Mattingly were going for the batting title in the same year, and they were both hitting like 360. But that was 1 year.
1 year.
And this one, I was saying, just to keep it cheaper, make Soto a member of the Steinbrenner family.
Yeah.
Just make it cheaper. Just make him part of the family. You don't have to sign him this $600 million deal.
Right.
Just give him a cut of the whole family
give him a
business.
piece.
Give him the whole cut.
They can afford it. You can't let this guy go. It would be a disaster. You can't rent this guy for 1 year.
He's unbelievable.
He has to stay.
He's sometimes Edward Scissorhands in the field a little bit, but
Yeah, I won't get into that. But
but the ball usually finds you
It finds
in
him.
postseason baseball.
you can hide him in right field a little
He's
bit.
better than Judge, right?
What, as an outfielder?
As a player.
Defensively?
As a player.
Defensively.
As a player.
No, don't listen to him.
No,
He's just trying to.
I don't want to start comparing.
I'm
who's
not
better.
trolling, but he's
a different breed. He's made Judge a better player. He's made Glaber a better player.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
He makes
I don't-
everyone a better player.
He has. He's made the whole team better.
Yep.
The
that has
guy's
to count
a
for
winner.
something, right?
Huh?
That counts.
Of course.
Of course it counts.
Well,
you don't
Judge
gotta
is-
say he's better. What does that prove? It doesn't-
What do you mean? We're on talk radio. Like,
He's a winner.
You're going to look back and think his career's better than Judge's, right?
I'm just trying to tell you, the guy is a winner. He's kind of the missing guy. Like when the Yankees were in the 70s, they needed Reggie to get there. They need it. Without Reggie, they don't win.
Well, let me give you at least this, okay?
Is
that
make Lindor better next year?
this guy? Now that's a troll.
not doing
Be
that.
quiet. Be
Yeah.
quiet. Be quiet.
That's idiotic.
He finally
Mike's off.
figures out how to turn his microphone on for that
Mike's
guy.
off. It's Mike when I
Listen,
had something
no, but I'll
pertinent to
give you this. I'll give you this though. Soto did it when he was a baby.
Right.
Yeah.
For
That's right.
He's 19.
for
He's
Washington.
20 years old.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's been
right.
balling his whole career.
And Judge, obviously was a much more mature rookie. What was he, like 26, 27 when he popped on the scene?
He was an older rookie,
All right.
yeah.
And so, but Judge means something in the Yankee lore,
Yeah,
like, and
same.
that you're. But when you look back on a career, it's entirely possible that you would say that what Soto doesn't have, like that single season home run American League record, but Soto throughout his entire career. I mean, the guy's 25. It's insane.
hard to
It's
believe.
absolutely insane.
It's hard to believe.
And so, Nick Turturro here on the Rich Eisen Show. Let's get into the World Series here, man. Because, you know, in the same way that we were just talking about, you know, relievers are going to face the same players over and over and over again as that happened with the Guardians and the Yankees. I mean, it does look like, unless there is some sort of change, you're going to see one, if not two, bullpen games from a World Series participant, right? What do you think? Like, don't you think?
Without a doubt.
I mean, because Kershaw's not coming back, is he? And
No.
Right?
He's not coming back.
So what's going to happen here? I mean, you're going to have a bullpen game, and the Yankees need, if they do it in games 2 and 6, bullpen games, right? Have they already announced starters? I should have, looked at that before we got into that.
Hold on a second.
But so
I know Cole is going for the Yankees.
Yankees in game 1, right?
Yeah.
So it's entirely possible you're
The
going to.
Dodgers have not announced any pitching.
Okay,
yet.
so it's entirely possible the Yankees are going to go Rodon against a bullpen game twice.
Possibly.
That's it, right? I mean, that's the way. I know the Mets couldn't crack through against the Dodgers bullpen,
I think
in
sooner
a
or
way that
later,
was significant
that's
enough.
That's going to cost you. Sooner or later, they're going to make you pay for these bullpen games. I
You
don't
think?
Yeah, I don't quite buy into that. I mean, if you have great starting pitching or really good, that's always in the end. That's what's going to win you. That's always going to win you. And of course, the bullpen's got to come in and do their job. But I think the Yankees do have the strength. Cole is the key. If Cole can get them a win, game 1. And he can go 4 and possibly 7. Hopefully it don't go to 7. But I think it'll be a long series. And the Yankees are a good road team. We got to get that first win. We won the first one against Kansas City. We won. We won the first one against Cleveland, and we won that series. So the Yankees are good on the road. For some reason, that Yankee Stadium, they're a little weird there sometimes. But they play well on the road. And I think their starting pitching is a little deeper. I like the even way Hill or Gill, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
He threw the ball well. Schmidt's tough.
Hill can't find the strike zone
That's the
consistently
only
enough.
problem. Can he throw a strike?
He can't find the strike zone consistently enough.
I know. If he can, he's going to be terrific.
Maybe Nestor Cortez comes back.
I doubt it.
That would be a big change for that.
I doubt it.
I mean, I don't think it's going to happen, but I don't know.
The Dodger offense has just been unbelievable.
Dodger
And
offense
that's the
is
thing.
steep.
It didn't matter who the Mets threw out there; they were scoring 10 runs no matter what.
Dude, Betts, as you know, he was one of those when he was playing for the Red Sox. He was up there with Altuve and Edgar Martinez and anybody that has owned the Yankees like they're a Steinbrenner than anybody else. Mookie Betts did that.
Yeah.
And then, Ohtani in the World Series cannot be discounted.
I know.
This is going to be amazing. And I don't know what the Yankees' pitching plan is going to be for Ohtani.
I mean, just think about it. Think how iconic it is.
Walk him. You put him on base, and there comes Mookie? Really? Yeah. I mean, that's no joke, dude.
You gonna let this dude hit 3-run bombs all
No, you
series?
can't. You can't. You got to neutralize one of those guys. And I'd say if you neutralize him, but Mookie can come back and burn you.
Well, I mean, there is a track record from the 3-game series that they played in New York City.
Right.
And Yamamoto dominated in that one. And the one who owned the Yankees like he was a Steinbrenner was Teoscar. Hernandez was unstoppable. So you got to, as much as we're focused in this conversation right now on Betts and Ohtani, it's both Hernandez's. Make sure Teoscar and Kike and Tommy Edman turns back into a pumpkin somehow.
Yeah.
I don't
There's always
know.
these guys in the playoffs or the postseason, like a Tommy Edman shows up. Years ago when I was a kid, Brian Doyle showed up.
For the that was 78?
Yankees, 78.
Yeah.
So, because I went to those World Series, 77, 78. 40-something years, and now we're back, finally.
Boy, they hated each other, too, though. I mean, that was serious
I
business.
was at Game 6, the Reggie game. I was at 78. I was at the Nettles game, Game 3, and Game 4. Reggie stuck his ass out.
That was one of.
Wild
Do you
game.
know what he's talking about?
No.
Okay, so Reggie is going down to second base for a double play. He's running down to second base to prevent a double play, and what he does is he realizes he's not getting to second base in time. He moved, as he said, stuck his ass out to block the ball from going back to first, and the umpires did not call interference.
Did it hit him?
It absolutely
He
hit him.
flipped his ass
yes.
out, and he deflected the ball.
Yes.
And Munson came around to score a
and
second run.
Lasorda went nuts.
Lasorda went nuts, and he was right, but Reggie got away with it because he was a good actor.
But that started some really bad blood, too.
Yeah.
Like, it was nasty.
Listen, I met that Ron Say guy one day. And
He got hit in the head by Goose Gossage.
Yeah, but he was still butthurt about that play with Yeah, and then
No pun intended.
Yeah, no pun
then
intended.
the next day he goes, we were tired because it was a night game. I said, no, you're wrong, Ron. It was a late day. He goes, no, it wasn't. I go, fact check it. He goes, I played in the game. I go, I watched the game. Don't debate me, say. You know? So we went and fact checked. He goes, oh my God, you're right. It was. How did I not? Well, you didn't remember it. Then I saw him at the Yankee-Dodger game the next day. He's working like downstairs. He goes, what are you doing here? I go, I'm watching the game. What are you doing? He goes, I work here. I go, all right. He was still like butthurt. Ron say, get over it. You lost. You lost, buddy. You lost. We beat you. We were the tougher team. We had more edge. They weren't beating the 77, 78 Yankees.
Well, they got the Yankees back in '81, the Mr. May series, where Steinbrenner got into a fight in the elevator.
That's right.
Different times, man.
Different times.
Different
times, different years. You know, you can't compare. These guys are not as edgy. But Soto is the guy. I think he's going to take us. That guy just does not want to lose. You know what I mean? He's a winner to the end.
God, Soto against the Dodgers again, and
don't
that's
forget
against the
Giancarlo.
Yankees again.
He's been incredible. Let's
and
not
he's
forget
from
him.
here. This is his spot. He's from Notre Dame High.
That's right, Sherman Oaks.
Back when he was
Mike
Stanton.
Mike Stanton from the Valley. From the
I saw him
Valley.
working out. In
Mike
the
from the
park one
Valley.
day.
Mike from the Valley.
He's now Giancarlo from the Bronx, pal. Have some respect.
He's got an edge to him.
I think what's crazy about this series is like normally the World Series and stuff, it's always somebody you're not expecting, you know? Like a few years ago, Jorge Soler for the Braves,
Yes, right.
I think in this series, you got 6 Hall of Famers at least in this series. Like,
I love it.
I think the stars are going to play like stars, and
So
these
you got-
games are
we
going to
got-
be incredible.
So you got Soto, you got Judge, you got
I think
Stanton.
Stanton's a Hall of Famer,
Yes.
man.
and you got Ohtani, Betts, Freeman. You go Freeman?
Yeah,
Right.
no
Okay.
doubt, no doubt.
That's 6
At
Hall of
least.
Famers.
At least, I mean, Kershaw's not playing in the series,
But that's
Everyone.
7.
he's a Hall of Famer.
Cole
Right.
might make the Hall of Fame.
Cole is on a
That's
path.
Possibly 8.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
that's right.
Shoot.
Yeah.
That's going to be the most Hall of Famers in a World Series matchup since
right.
back in the day.
Yeah.
Austin Wells, right? You got Austin Wells.
He is. I mean,
They
he's
dropped him down. They
he's
dropped him down,
terrible.
and he homered.
Yeah.
Dropped him down, he homered.
Smart move.
There you go.
Smart move, Boone.
That's Aaron Boone pushing
Come on,
buttons.
Boone. Can you like,
Pushing
come on.
buttons.
Shave his mustache or something. Like
Oh,
change it
no.
up.
Come
Change
on
up
now.
the
You don't like
mojo.
that porn stash?
It is. I mean, it's not helping.
Hey,
It's
you
not
gotta
helping,
love that
man.
stash.
It's not helping.
It's like you know, I don't want to say, well, whatever.
That's right.
Can Rizzo catch the ball at first? Like,
I don't know
jeez.
what that was either.
What was that, Rich? I almost lost my mind.
Dude,
I almost lost my mind.
the fact that Mark Lotter booted that one and then damn near kicked it into foul territory, but got it enough to flip it to Rizzo, and it went through his legs like I was watching my kid playing Little League again. I was just looking.
I went
like, what is happening?
I know.
And you were there, buddy.
Oh,
I
my
mean,
God. I thought we
holy
were gonna
smokes.
lose. I went to
I thought it was
Those
over.
games.
yeah.
those
I went
games
to the
are-
dark side.
Those
I thought it was
games are
over.
off the charts.
I know.
The Guardians are so damn good. They are so damn good.
And it's something about playing close games that I think could help the Yankees. You know, Dodgers played a lot of blowouts.
Yeah.
When you play those close games, you know, it builds something. You learn how to win.
You going?
Oh, I'm going. I don't know where I'm going.
Dude,
I mean, I'm
the
going.
prices.
I know. It's not easy. Everybody's.
The prices
I
are
told 'em.
insane.
Yeah, gouging.
Nuts.
It's crazy.
I don't know. Like again, I'm kind of like Braveheart. I'm holding. Hold.
I don't know if they're coming down, man.
No.
Dude, it's off the charts.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
You're gonna have to make some moves, Rich. I don't know what you got to do, but you got to do whatever you got to do to get in
Game
there.
7. Imagine a game 7.
Game 7 at Dodger Stadium.
We're
On November 2nd, by
sell
the
the
way.
house.
It's so stupid.
Just sell a house.
Listen, who you going with? You got to go.
You got to
You
go.
have
one.
to be there.
Oh, I mean, my whole family wants to go. They want to be like,
but you can't
like
take
5. Can
everybody.
you imagine 5
Rich, you
tickets?
got to say tough. One of you gets to come.
Well, I mean,
figure it out.
there's one that Cooper actually is the one who sits next to me
Right.
watching
So
the Yes Network
you
and
take him.
on
Yeah,
March
yeah.
on May 2nd.
You
know
tell
what I mean?
everybody
Then
else,
Cooper has
find
to
your own
go.
way.
Yeah, have fun.
He's the good luck charm, right?
Well, it's not. Well, actually, Xander, my oldest, is the good luck charm to the point where actually my youngest Cooper, who's the diehard Yankee fan, thinks his mom is the bad luck charm because she's a Red Sox fan, and Xander, my oldest, who really doesn't have much care about it. He comes in, all of a sudden, there's home runs going on. He says, "Xander,
bring
you got to
him.
stay." He's just like
Takes
he's
Xander.
it's like you. He takes after Nick
Oh,
Turturro.
listen, I
Take
tell
Xander.
people, Marty Lesak was there. Our old friend Marty was
Yeah,
like
yeah,
in
the
Cleveland.
agent,
I go,
yeah.
don't leave. He got me in a chokehold in one of the videos. He was like, oh my God, I'm getting so much hate on this. I was choking you. I said, you weren't.
That's not a bad imitation. That does, by the way, you don't know who Martin Lesak is. people in this town do? That sounds like him.
A little
Not
bit.
bad.
Hey, I met Tim Kirchin the other night. That was very funny. He goes, "Don't worry." I was depressed. He was like, "You saw the great baseball game, but the Yankees are going to win. So don't worry. You just saw a great baseball game, Nick."
Nice.
And
By the
I
way-
said, "Thank you, Timmy. Thank you."
By the
That's
way-
my Tim Kirchin.
By the way, Kirkshin's one of the sweetest
Love him.
human beings on the planet.
Love him.
But he makes you look like Aaron Judge.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
He's like Altuve next to you.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I could be physical with some of those dudes. You know what I mean? They were consoling me that night. Eddie Perez, Carl Ravage after game 3. They're like, "Nick, don't worry. Where you at? A 5-3, a 6-3?" I said, I'm coming down. I was in the steakhouse. And then I ran into Meredith Morakovich. Nice lady.
Oh, yeah.
I said, some of the Yankees don't always get me. But I said, it's all love. It's all love in the end.
You are pure and you're diehard, and I'm so glad that we did this.
Yes, me too.
Let's keep in touch.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Okay, pal.
Keep your shirt on.
Yankees-
Or actually, I want it
What's
off.
your
because I
gut?
want you
What's
to
your
win.
gut?
Oh God.
Rich.
My gut is, in all honesty, my gut is like Dodgers in 6.
Really? I don't feel that way.
I'll be honest with you.
Sorry, Rich.
No,
but that's
I know
okay.
that. No,
That's
you asked
okay.
me asked me what my gut is. That is what my gut is.
Nick says what? My son?
What do you see? You're sitting back. You're tapped out
Yanks in
because
five.
What do you got?
Thanks.
What do I got?
Yeah. What do you got?
Grimace in 4?
What do you got?
I'm kidding.
What do you got? You're the one who actually watched the Dodgers for 6 games.
Yeah, I'm really torn because I don't dislike the Yankees or the Dodgers.
Right.
So I'm
What do you like
expecting
though? But you've seen both play. What do you
I've
think?
seen both play. I kind of feel like the Yankees lineup, man, you got 3 just absolute killers that you got to deal with, and the Dodgers do too. But
Yes.
I'm
So what do
kind
you
of
got?
thinking maybe the Yankees in 7.
What do you think?
I think a lot of it comes down for the Dodgers for Freeman's health. I think he's such an important part of the lineup. But if Teoscar is playing like he's been playing,
Right.
I'll say Dodgers in 7.
What do you got?
I got the Yankees in 6.
Okay.
I think so.
Why not in 5, man?
Well, he said
Then
5.
you
I said 6.
Then you stay home. You stay home. You stay home. You go to the Canyon of Heroes.
That's true.
You start throwing confetti
That's true.
around.
I'll be both coasts anyway, Rich.
That's Nick Turturro, everybody, right there in the Rich Eisen Show, breaking down the World Series. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.